First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 13 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Irving. And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Another miss by James.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Rose attacking. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rose has got 10. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Chicago calls timeout.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. And it's Rose penetrating, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Dunleavy. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And it's Irving missing. Rose attacking, and the rejection by Love.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Well, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Rose gets a wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Dellavedova from outside. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Chicago making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Dunleavy.
E'Twaun Moore.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
It's tipped. Moore with the steal. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Count that one.
Derrick Rose.
16 points for Derrick Rose.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Portis. James against Butler. Portis. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Now here's Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got his second bucket tonight.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Butler.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands, fellas.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for LeBron. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
No good from Fry. Brooks. Mozgov with the block. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers leading by 7. So the Bulls 5 right now. Noah is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in at point. Here's McDermott. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Really opportunistic basketball there. And when they desperately needed it, timely, opportunistic basketball.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, they've got to take even more chances on defense now. Try to get some more of those steals to start the break.
Brooks misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Well, they're trailing here, but you got to admire how hard they're playing. I mean, that kind of effort is a winning effort. They're working the ball inside and trying to do what they can to get back in it.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love comes in for Mozgov. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. The Bulls also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Jimmy Butler comes in for McDermott. And it's Rose in for Aaron Brooks. And again, no good by Chicago. Cavaliers leading. Irving with it. Gasol covering. Launches a 3. But they get it back. Shumpert tries yet again. Chicago grabs the miss. In transition, here come the Bulls. It's Butler that time on the assist by Dunleavy. That's 10 points for Jimmy Butler.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And James subbed in for Shumpert. Outside Rose. And a big-time jam right there.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now here's Gibson. Gibson with another miss. On the wing, Irving. Gibson with the steal. And they're running. Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. And it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
And here's Rose after LeBron James hitting the 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose.
Cavaliers.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. The stupendous finish in traffic. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
Here's LeBron. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Wasted no time on that one. 26 points for LeBron.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Irving for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Rose has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Bulls have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the 4th quarter. And Butler, here we go. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Smith. Cleveland gets it back. And it hung on the